Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 49th of the year 2024. We are actually, going to be reaching the end of this year very soon. It's like 52 weeks are there total in a year. So we are on the 49th. And this is from the 2nd to the 8th of December. And I will be discussing many things in the initial summary part, and to know yourself what exactly is going to be taking place, how we have to see the transits. You can actually check during the first segment when I explain everything. So the summary part is very important. I do give in a flow some remedies also if you really want to understand how you can deal with the transit, if it is giving you some issues here and there. And today when I'm making this video, we have Shani Amawasya. This is the last Amawasya, which is in the on a Saturday. So Shani Amawasya is very important. Why? Because it is the year of Saturn, number 8, and also we have it in the Anuradha Nakshatra. So if you can just offer a lotus flower to Goddess Lakshmi today, if you have not been able to do any other ritual, that is the best thing. And when you are offering, you can simply just, say that, thank you for everything. And that'll sort so many other things that you're going through, which are giving you upheavals, mental tensions, etc. So this is from the 2nd, as I said, 2nd to the 8th of December, and moon will be ingressing through 4 signs. Scorpio for just half a day on the 2nd, and then moves into the Sagittarius sign, then Capricorn and Aquarius. So I have just made a small, presentation, or we can say slides, wherein all the dates are mentioned. We have Venus transiting through the Capricorn sign ruled by Saturn, and is going to be aspected by Jupiter here, and is going to be trying to Ketu as well. And we do have Mercury in the combustion mode, and we have true Ketu transiting through Uttaraphalguni sun's nakshatra as well. And then we have lastly the main video that is I'm talking about, that is Mars turning retrograde in Cancer sign. So it's a good thing to look at the in a very different perspective when a debilitated planet gets combust or is retrograde. So I think it is definitely minus plus kind of a situation. So if at all you have been experiencing till now some issues related to Mars, you're very aggressive, a lot of irritation. So now things are going to get a little better, and you'll be more vocal, you'll be more towards achieving your goals also that you've set. So let's start with the presentation first, that what exactly are the dates to start with. Okay. Let me share with you. Okay. All right. So moon on the sorry, this is week 49. I can't do the correction right now. It is week 49 here, not 46th. So moon will be ingressing through the Scorpio sign in the first half on the 2nd of December, and then on the second afternoon moves into Sagittarius and remains there till the 4th of December. So Sagittarius is a sign ruled by Jupiter, so it's a good transit for everyone, but moon will be in Gandanta whenever it is going to be in Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. It's going to be crossing the Gandanta and then moves into the fire sign. So you have to be careful while making any decisions on the 2nd, especially, you can be on the crossroads. So this is what then 5th to the 6th we have in Capricorn this moon, and then lastly in Aquarius from the 7th to the 8th of December. So it is going to be this moon's ingress, and how it is going to be interacting. First of all, it is going to be on the 2nd when it's in Scorpio. A lot of energy is playing out here on the Scorpio sign with Rahu, Saturn, Jupiter, and in the aspect in sort of a influencing impact on this Scorpio sign, with moon also there. So you will feel the energy is pretty much heightened. And then Mars is also in trine. Then in Sagittarius sign, this is out of blemish. I would say Sagittarius is the only sign which is actually Shuddha right now. No planet is there. But the Lord is retrograde. Jupiter is retrograde. So things are little precarious for that reason also. Then we do have in Capricorn sign, there is a Venus waiting there, and there is opposition of Mars here. Jupiter and Ketu will be also aspecting the zone. And lastly, Aquarius, where Saturn is also there, and Moon is going to be conjunct this Saturn. So be careful while making decisions related to any important areas of your life. All right. Now, the other transit positions are that Venus is going to be in Capricorn from the 2nd of December till the 28th of December. And then true Ketu I'm talking about is going to be in Uttaraphalguni on the 2nd of December till the 6th of July. Sun enters Jyeshtha Nakshatra on the 2nd till the 15th of December, and then is going to be in Gandanta. Then Mercury is going to be right opposite Jupiter from Taurus sign on the 4th of December. Saturn will be aspecting Sun at the same degrees on the 4th of December. Sun, Mercury, exact degrees. That is, Sun is going to be combusting this Mercury on the 6th of December. So be careful. There are chances of the market upheavals also. Share market trends can be really up and down. Mars is going to be getting retrograde on the 7th of December till the 24th of February 2025 in the Cancer sign. And then we have Saturn aspecting Mercury exact degrees on the December 7th as well. On the 8th of December, we have Jupiter and Sun right opposite each other. So this week is pretty much, important, and lot of energy we can be experiencing, especially when Venus is going to be in the Capricorn sign. So it is going to be making you very grounded, and practical also. Some serious energy can play out. Don't be too indulgent in your relationships and also investments money wise. Be careful about all of that. And of course, this is going to give you pleasures from the relationship on a very deep level, not a superficial level. So that is something which is going to be playing out. And career finances wise also, you will be having some stability. People who are feeling little uneasy till now will feel little better, because we have in the Capricorn sign, there is a lot of energy because there is Mars right opposite, and Jupiter is aspecting, Ketu is also aspecting. So Jupiter's aspect definitely is very positive, because it is going to give you overall growth, well-being, prosperity, good fortune. Maybe there can be some promotion if you're waiting for. Wealth expansion also, and love and social harmony can also be felt during this time. And spiritually, you will be growing because Jupiter is looking. So this is a good transit. When Ketu looks, so definitely it gives you detachment, as it is. It's a practical sign of Capricorn ruled by Saturn. So, with Ketu's aspect, things might just give you that kind of a disconnection with the worldly attachments. You might just become more on the religious plane. You might just become too spiritual. So it will give you some deeper, spiritual fulfillment, I would say. And detachment in relationship. Maybe you're traveling, you're not with your partner, or you're not, your partner leaves you, abandons you, and goes. That can also be there. Mars is looking here, so you can be more, though Mars will also be turning retrograde on the 7th. So this is like, going to minimize the energy, the passion, the energy, the assertiveness, that will minimize. But surely Venus will be looking for harmony and peace, and Mars is a conflicting planet. So those energies are going to minimize after the 7th, of course. Okay, the conflicting energies. And also ambition in career, and it is going to enhance your overall financial success. We can experience, and women counterparts will be doing really growing and doing really well. And on the diplomatic levels also, it is going to be bringing about some good connectivity with the delegates, or with some negotiations, international diplomacy, and all that will strengthen. So the global bonds are going to definitely do well, and there will be some written agreements also to give some growth to the overall countries, neighboring countries also. So this is a good one. And of course, Venus in Capricorn will give you too much of discipline, and your focus is going to be on the economic growth, wealth building, diplomatic advancements. And of course, this is going to be overall a good transit. Also, we have to check the condition of Ketu. Ketu is going to be in Uttaraphalguni Sun's Nakshatra again. On the 2nd itself, it is going to be transiting. So now is the time when you will feel that there are certain challenges with materialism. Ketu makes you question your attachment to material possessions, relationships, social status. Now you're going to be re-evaluating your life goals also. What exactly you want, how you can be successful, where you are, what is this leading to. So that kind of a situation you will definitely be feeling now. And it is going to be the time when you will be more emotionally as well as spiritually inclined. And you should be more towards duty, dharma, so that, you can just connect with the society, just serve the society, do your dharma, your commitments. And this is also going to be giving you leadership qualities in you, because it gives you stability. Ketu and Sun are actually, it's a good combination, I would say. So this is a very positive time period for the ones who are looking at who are at a very high stature, and they are trying to build the bridges. Ketu is a bridge. So this is going to be a very positive bond between the authorities and the masses. So this is a very positive time period, I would say, for that reason. And you will be more spiritually aware, and it is going to be giving you, on the global level also, some growth and success in the organizational and also value systems. People will be looking at in a very different eye. So I think this is also a very positive time period. And there will be disruption in traditional systems, because it is going to be in the Sun's nakshatra. So the themes of stability and responsibility in Uttaraphalguni could be tested by Ketu's energy of detachment and dissolution. This could lead to a breakdown of traditional systems or structures that once provided societal stability, such as government institutions, social hierarchies, corporate structures. So something very non-traditional, will be definitely playing out. Okay, so these are the themes, and I just wanted to share with you this first, because it's better that you know what the transits are going to be giving you. Then Mars is going to be turning retrograde, which is another very important highlight of this week. So when Mars is turning retrograde in the sign of debilitation, it's minus plus energy. So again, it is very positive for you guys, and you must actually make the right kind of choices and decisions during this time if you want to, because now you will be in that mode where you are not going to be experiencing the negatives of the of the debilitation sign of this Mangal, and you will be more towards the action and nurturing kinds. And this is going to be also giving the result it's going to be in the Gemini sign more. So it is going to be giving the result of communication is going to be very aggressively towards the aggressive side. Now it means that you will be more into doing things now, not superficially but actually doing things. So it's a positive time period, I would say. So make the best use of this energy as well. And now coming to see, there are certain transit positions which are happening, like Sun is entering Jyeshtha on the 2nd of December as well. So this is also like Sun in Mercury's nakshatra, and Mercury is also getting Combust. So you have to be careful about your communication any which ways. Before signing the agreements, be careful about all of that. There can be some relationship issues that you can go through. Also, Saturn is going to be looking at the Sun. So this is like, the leadership qualities in you will definitely change the perspective, and the masses will also, be with you by your side. So to do that, you have to blend well with them, gel well with them. Also, Saturn will be aspecting Mercury also exact degrees on the December 7th. So this is also a good transit. Why? Because Saturn and Mercury, they do well. So it could be that the market can be a little volatile, and you will get, maybe you will make money out of money during this time if you have already invested. Jupiter and see, Mercury is also going to be at the exact degrees of Jupiter this week, and Sun is also going to be exact degrees of Jupiter. So it's like, Mercury, Jupiter also, and Mercury, Sun also, Jupiter and Sun also. So this is the time when you should be taking the oath to do things unconditionally, learn more, acquire more knowledge during this time, and be wise in making decisions. Don't be people will be actually making right kind of choices during this week, I would say. It's a very important week for that reason. Okay. Because so many grahas are forming a connection with Surya. Saturn is forming, Rahu is forming, Jupiter is forming, Mars is in trine. So you can see how things are looking, in the sky. Sun is, I will not say that Sun is afflicted. It's just that Rahu's influence is actually giving you some kind of illusion, delusion, and confusion in making decisions. Otherwise, overall, Sun is the master, Sun is the leader, Sun is the authority. So if at all you have been experiencing anything to do with authoritative view, now you will get that position. Make leaders out of leaders, help others, do for others, and things will definitely get better. So let's start with the predictive and the forecast as per ascendant, moon, and dasha sign. So if you are in a particular dasha of a graha, just make that your ascendant and then see, irrespective of your ascendant sign, make your dasha sign, your ascendant, and see the planetary transits as well as the planetary positions in your natal chart also from there. That'll help you. Okay. So let's start with the Aries readings first. So do hear the summary part. I have explained what the transit positions are and what do they mean. Okay. In the beginning. So for Aries natives, this week to start with, moon is going to be in your 8th house and then moves into your 9th, 10th, and 11th. So when it is in the 8th house, the first half of second would be little uneasy. Maybe you're working and you're not getting the things right, and it's a delaying kind of a thing. But surely you can work this out. You can just work on your aggression, on your anger, and don't lose out. Rather, just make the best use of this aggression and start afresh. So that kind of a thing. And also on the second, we have Venus is ingress also the very same day in your 10th house. So maybe, you have some argument. You have been having some argument with the female counterparts. Now you reconcile, or maybe, you're getting irritated by somebody at the workplace. Now is the time to balance things out. And Venus will be right opposite Mars, not to forget. So you have to be careful about your aggression, about your overindulgence also in those areas. If you have any works, jobs to finish, you should be doing your goals that you have set. Focus on that. Things will definitely get better. Moon will be in your 9th house on the 2nd afternoon till the 4th. So this is the time when you might just be thinking about connecting with your guru, mentor. Maybe you have to show some presentation. There is some presentation, so you have to share with your colleagues and your bosses and seniors. You're connecting. Also, you might just be visiting your father-like figure, guru, mentor, taking their help and advice, looking at the bigger picture, discussing about the bigger goals and bigger plans. And this is also the time when you might just be, thinking about your own health or your father's health. And if you are planning your travels, journeys, you might just be doing that as well. And this is also a good time period to join a new job. This is the 12th from the 10th. So it is the time period to leave the job and then you get the other one. Joining another job is also quite likely, with Venus also ingressing your 10th house. And also we have moon ingress in the Capricorn sign on the 5th and the 6th. So this is a good time period actually. Now you are in that rhythm. You're getting into that mode of doing things right, and how you can balance your home life culture, how you can just spend some time with your family also. This is also a good time to visit a religious place. Maybe you're going to be booking tickets on this day to travel overseas. And because moon is going to be inching towards Rahu also, and there's a lot of energy playing out on the Cancer sign, so it is going to be taking you away from your place where you are. This is also the time when you will have some reconciliation coming through with your ex-partner. There can be that you are going to be on the talking terms, and then you realize that, yeah, this can work out. All that will happen, but yes, Saturn is there looking at your 5th. So this might just be a detaching energy. You don't want a partner who's not matured, who's not sensible, because you yourself are very aggressive and you want that energy to be tamed. So you want always a balanced person in your life, because Aries is a very is a very impulsive sign, actually, so they tend to make mistakes often. And with Mars also in debility and retrograde, so this is the week where you have to be any which ways careful about your emotions, communication. Maybe with your own people, you can have some issues to deal with. And with your neighbors, you have to be careful about your conversation. And maybe, there can be some sort of issues that you have to deal with or sort the problems out. So with your siblings, neighbors, friends, you have to be careful about that. Do not get little carried away. Also, this is going to bring about a new relationship this week. And also we have Mercury in combustion. So anything to do with loans, litigation, etc. If you want to, come out of that, so you can pay, because you can pay off your loans with Mercury in retrogression as well as combust. So this is a good time period for that. Writing skills can enhance. You might just start publishing or writing books. All that is also quite likely. Books, as in, like, you just want to write something on the internet. So that's a good thing to do, like something very different, out of the league. So people will try to acknowledge that as well. Lastly, moon will be in your 11th house in Aquarius, where Saturn is waiting. So this is a time when you will be very concerned about your relationship with your friends, with your older sibling. Now you want to reconcile, you want to sort things out in a very matured and a sensible manner. You're not going to be throwing parties, etc. Instead you want to save that money and you want to just do things in a very matured and a sensible way. Now your outlook is changing, your way of thinking is changing, the way moon is actually behaving. And also it can bring about some loss in property. You're just signing some documents and you get to know that, thankfully you will get to know that, okay, I should not have done this. It's not a clean property, or you're purchasing vehicles, so that is also causing some trouble. So you just drop the idea of purchasing the vehicle, or you just want to delay and postpone. As it is, when Mercury is retrograde, it's better that you avoid taking or buying or purchasing any vehicles or property related documentation, etc. If you can, just push it to that extent when Mercury gets direct next week. So Mercury will be getting direct only on the 16th, 15th, 16th. So that's the time when you should start thinking about doing things in a very whatever the shares, investments, signing the documents, etc. If you want to, you should be doing. Or if you have to do it between 2nd to the 15th, so this is the time when you should reread the documents well. You should get them cross-verified if you really want things to go your way. Just don't jump into it, that, okay, this is what, is, and trust blindly the people that you have been trusting from a long time. But there can be a breach of trust also during this time period, with the kind of energies playing out with Rahu in the 12th also. So travels definitely on cards, and making decisions wisely would be the key. And anything to do with female counterparts at the workplace will you will be getting that kind of support also from them. It's better that you take their help and support and make leaders out of leaders, work in, not in isolation, but together. Okay. Also, I would suggest, with Mars turning retrograde this particular week, so the best remedy that I can give you is that try to communicate in a very polite manner first. And if at all you feel that things are not working, then you become a little strict and stern. Just try it out. It works, because Mars will be looking at your 6th house also. So it is when it is moving in retrogression in reverse. So you have to take care of your health any which ways. Okay. Blood related issues and all. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. 7th house just for half a day, on the 2nd, and then moves into the 8th house. So to start with, it's a good start. 2nd starts with a really, you've planned everything, and that things are going to move in the direction you have planned. But it might just backfire. It might not be the same way as you planned. Afternoon on the 2nd, things start going downhill. You feel that the plans are not working, and you're not getting that kind of that the plans are not materializing the way you had planned. So now the things have to be little on the low key, rather than just taking it all out. 8th house energy, whenever it's a chandrashtama, so it's better that you avoid connecting with the anyone on one-on-one. It's better that you do not trust everybody. This is also the time when you can feel a little uneasy. Mood swings are tidal. So this is something that you have to be cautious about, especially from the 4th afternoon till the 2nd afternoon till the 4th, when moon is in your 8th house. For Taurus natives, one has to be careful. Don't go for any kind of surgical process or any kind of blood donations or anything to do with driving, etc. Just avoid if you can. If you have to, then of course you have to be a little cautious about all of these. Also, just take good care of your relationship with your siblings. Maybe there can be some complication in your relationship with your partner, with your siblings during this time. So I would suggest 2nd afternoon till the 4th, you must lie low and don't make any hasty, impulsive and compulsive decisions. If you can avert and avoid, it's better. Then moon moves into your 9th house on the 5th and the 6th. And there is a Venus where this moon is going to be with Venus. And then there is a Mars right opposite. And we have Jupiter and Ketu also aspecting this 9th house of yours. So there's a lot of energy which is playing out in the 9th house of yours. So it's good for acquiring more knowledge. Maybe you're going to be enrolling yourself in some in some classes or some courses, or enhancing your skills. So this is a good time. Be practical, learn more, and upgrade yourself. There's a stagnancy that is giving you less growth and low income. So this is the time when you will be, it's a food for thought that, which is going to be starting, the starting point, especially on the 2nd afternoon till 5th and the 6th. So these 2 days are very positive for you. If you have to plan your journeys, travels, this is a good time period. If you want to take your partner out for dinner, engagement or any kind of proposal, if you want to propose the person that you're dating. So this is a good time period for that also. And also take the help and advice of your father life figures, gurus, mentors, seniors. They'll guide you through. Maybe some female counterparts, in your life will be helpful. Take the help and advice. Lastly, moon will be in your 10th house on the 7th and the 8th, where Saturn is waiting for this moon. So babies born during this time, it's a peak sadesati, they are going to be taking birth. So this happens, every month. Once at least this happens, that moon is over Saturn. And it's like, going to be the time when you will be quite restricted at the place of work. You want to do things your way, but things are not materializing, or you're not getting a green go from your bosses and seniors. They're saying, they're just suppressing your ideas, they're suppressing your talk or your communication. But it is going to be really very serious kind of a day for you. Lots on plate. 7th and 8th would be the energy which is going to be playing out, where Mars is also turning retrograde. So this is the time when you will have to make some major decisions regards to your finances. Maybe you want to quit the job, and if you get another job, you should, I think, take it up. New assignment is also going to trigger. And we do have Venus also changing signs this week. So this is a good time period for travels, for making decisions as regards to your repayment of your loans. Any kind of competition, if you have already applied for, you will get that success, you will get that result. So Venus is also inching towards the Capricorn sign and gaining strength here. Very practical energy. So good for relationship and good for your personal growth also. But you will have to acquire knowledge rather than just, those shifting energies not going to help. And Ketu is also going to be in trine. So maybe your partner, your relationship wise, you might just be rethinking about or reviewing your relationship, whether you want to be in this relationship or not. You're just thinking. So it's a back and forth kind of a thing also, especially with Venus in the 9th house. So I will be making a separate video with this, we travels I'm not able to. So Venus in Capricorn video and Mars in retrogression on our Dr. Arjun Pai's channel I have to make. So I'll be airing that probably next week. So this is what is going to be taking place this week. And the best thing is that Jupiter is going to be looking at Mercury and Sun also. Mercury is getting combust. So when the Lord of the 2nd and the 5th is getting combust, so maybe you're going to be traveling and you just spend a lot of money on children. Or maybe student natives, they just experience some highs and lows in their education plan. Maybe, they are not able to get what they want when Mercury is combust. And that's happening on the Mercury is combust on the 6th of December. So 6th of December, 7th of December. So for 13 days, you have to be a little careful about your decision regards to your investments as regards to your education plan also. But surely you should go in for some acquiring of knowledge with Venus in your 9th house. Okay. Visit a spiritual place, a shrine, or a temple, or a gurudwara, or a church, or a mosque. Depends on your personal choices. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. 6th house, it's going to be there only the first half of the 2nd, and then moves into, from 2nd onwards, it moves into your 7th, and then the 8th, and then the 9th. So to start with, first half would be definitely very positive for you. You will be making some decisions as regards to your finances, regards to your work, fitness regime, dietary regime. You have planned everything. Now, will it culminate? Maybe you will be going out with your partner on the 2nd afternoon till the 4th, and then, you feel that, your fitness regime is gone for a toss. So you need to balance all these things rather than just going overboard in your diet and, just be restrictive. Also, with Moon in your 7th house, 2nd afternoon till the 4th, this is a good time period to make decisions as regards to your travels, to your relationship, maybe proposing someone, maybe somebody from the past coming to your life, from ex-partner coming back to your life. Also, there is a probability of travels to the religious place, or maybe you'll be going out dining with your delegates who have come from overseas. Just take good care of your partner's health, because it is Mars, which is turning retrograde in the 8 places away from this Moon on that time period. So it is stationary, I would say, when it is turning retrograde. Before that, it's in the Moon sign. So take care of your partner's health. Then 5th, 6th, Moon is going to be in your 8th house. Venus is also going to be in the 8th house on the 2nd of December till the 28th of December. And Moon is going to be visiting here. So this is a good time period to connect with your children, sending your children overseas, good for your children's happiness also. They will be buying some property or maybe vehicles. Also, it is the time when you should be really careful about your mental setup. Mood swings happen. Don't make any hasty decisions. You're thinking deeply about your past. You're thinking about what is going to happen in the future. All those things are going to be there. It's like back and forth. Mood swings take place, whenever Moon is in the 8th house. So you need to plan everything and before jumping into any kind of decisions. Because, whenever these kinds of energies play out, it is not advisable to make any major decisions. Avoid. It could bring in a new relationship in your life, a new partner. You can be overindulgent. Some secrets will be revealed on the 5th and the 6th. So Chandra Ashtama is generally not good for digestive system, not good for your mental strength, not good for making any important decisions. So I would say that 5th and the 6th are the days when you will be getting those situations often where you have to make choices and decisions, but you need to be very wise, and if you can linger it on till the 7th, all the more better. Then Moon moves into your 9th house and Saturn is waiting there. So Bhagya is by your side. Second Lord is going to be in the 8th places away from itself. So this is the time when, your investments are going to play out really well in your favor. So good time to invest, good time to propose new projects, new project plans, ideas. Maybe your thought process is going to be very different now. You're thinking about goal setting, you're thinking about thinking out of the box. Maybe you're going to be really very serious in your work and approach towards doing things. You're going to be changing, also acquiring more knowledge. You want to acquire knowledge, take ideas and help from your father, mentors, gurus, connecting with those kinds of people. Travels might just be very fruitful. So if you can. Also, Rahu Ketu are there in the Kendras. And Rahu is in the 10th house. So a lot of workload is there. You have to just take one thing at a time. Don't get overwhelmed by the situation. There is a lot on your plate. So take one thing at a time and complete it and then move further on. That's what, I can just guide you through. Then Mars is also turning retrograde. Jupiter is as it is retrograde. So Mars, when turns retrograde, it is definitely the time when you can be a little more aggressive. So use this aggression and channelize the energy of aggression into your work, rather than getting angry and losing your temper and cool. There's a thin line between aggression and losing your temper. So now the aggression should be that you work rigorously, you put effort in making money out of money, or making the relationships work, cordiality, rather than there's really very thin line between breaking up and reconciling. So it's better that you reconcile in your relationship, and rather than getting carried away and lose control. Ketu is as it is in your 4th house, so you're already very anxious about things, and on nitty-gritties you're losing temper. You feel that detachment is there with your family. So you're as it is feeling all those energies. With Mars also turning retrograde, these will amplify. So you need to strike a balance. Saturn is looking at Sun at the exact degrees also. So this is the time when you have to take care of your health, your father's health. And also Jupiter, thankfully, is a big time saving grace on Sun and Mercury. So your relationship with your siblings is very cordial now. Okay. So I think this is a good week. I would not say that, it's overall, if we see, if we law of averages, it's a good week. But surely when Moon is in the 8th house, you have to be cautious about your relationship, and you have to be careful about your decision making. And with the female counterparts, just be a little extra cautious and do not let your secrets be revealed to anyone. Okay, recite Ganesha mantra. That is something which is going to help you. If you can have holy basil in the morning, all the more better. And also, if you can consume, little bit of cumin seeds, soak them and have it in the morning. Cumin seeds will also help. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week Moon is going to be, Moon's ingress is very important for Cancer natives especially. We all have Cancer signs somewhere or the other, so it becomes very important to check the weeklies. But for sure, for Cancer natives, this Moon is going to be transiting your 5th house, 6th house, 7th house, and 8th house. 5th house just for few hours in the, like, say, first half. I'm talking about India time, India, New Delhi time. It's written over there also. So if at all you have anything to do with your romance, with your children, with your relationship, in case you are being very under creative, so this is a good time period to be creative. You're thinking out of the box, things are changing for you, and your chemistry and bonding with your children, with your partner is also changing. You're going to be thinking about growth together. Maybe you're going to be starting a new venture this week, maybe some new partnership business, or maybe, some ex-partner comes back to your life. So you're reviewing that relationship. That kind of a situation can happen. Also, Moon after the second afternoon moves into your 6th house and remains there till the 4th. Now, 2nd to the 4th, Moon in the 6th house will actually, make you think about yourself, about your health, about your possessions, about your investments, about your creativity, about your growth, how you can reconcile with the people at the workplace and move further on together. So that kind of an energy is going to play out, but you need to be, maybe it's time to take some rest, take a break, or you yourself are going to be following that fitness regime, having some detox diet, etc. So this is a good time period for that. And also, you will be now connecting with the with the co-workers in a very different plane, and also productivity is going to increase. You're going to be really working very hard on these 2 dates. 5th and the 6th moon is going to be in your 7th house. Now, this is also a good time period to get into a relationship, to reconcile, or to start a new business. If at all you have any investment planning going on already, you're discussing with someone. So this is a good time period. Though Mercury is going to get combust also and is in retrogression as well. So you need to take things easy. Maybe you will be thinking and rethinking about your investments. So back and forth. So that is something with Mercury, all the people, they get confused whether I should not. In relationship also, you're just in two minds. So all that is a limbo kind of a situation with Mercury in retrogression and combustion also. But thankfully, Jupiter is looking here, Saturn is looking here, so it tames the energies. So you will not make any wrong choices. But good for your investment planning if you have already done. So you will make money out of money also now. So on the 5th and the 6th, this is the time to travel, to eat something outside food, as we say. When some delegates have come in, so you have to entertain. So you just take them out for dinner, etc. So that is something which can happen. Travels can also be very fruitful. You are going to be meeting very important delegates and very important VIPs, I would say, during these 2 dates. So I think you should be discussing all the plans that you have already in your mind rather than taking a back seat. Be more communicative and be more practical. And maybe with the female counterparts, you will connect better. Also on the 7th and the 8th. Now, this is a Chandra Ashtama for you, when Moon is going to be transiting your 8th house. Saturn is already there, but Saturn is regaining the strength now because Saturn is moving into the forward motion towards your 9th house. So definitely the Chandra Ashtama is not going to give you that grave results any longer because you have been going through a lot, your father's health, your health, outflow of money, all that Saturn has done to you. At the place of work, there have been major shifts that have taken place, but now things are looking a little better. Though on the day when Moon is here in the 8th house, you have to be cautious about your thought process. Do not get carried away, if somebody's saying something or conspiring against you, you don't be alert. So all those things you have to be cautious about. There can be some mood swings that you have to go through. You're putting effort, you're not getting that kind of result. You're trying to convey things to your bosses and seniors, you're not able to. So all those things do happen, but at the same time you do get very emotional, you get very logical at the same time with the Saturn also present there. So be practical, do not get carried away, learn more, acquire knowledge, and whatever the situation is, you need to work on that situation better rather than just taking a back seat. Oh, I'm just a status quo, maintain that. No, you have to explore more. You have to get into the depth and detail of everything to get the results that you're waiting and looking at. And it's a very beautiful time with Mars also turning retrograde. So connection with the overseas people is going to give you good, fruitful results. Travels will be fruitful. See, Mars in retrogression might just give you, some communication gap with your with your seniors and bosses also. But at the same time, it is it's not a bad placement because Mars debilitates in your first house. Now you will, because Mars is your yoga karagraha also. So with children or with your seniors, with your bosses, if at all you have to do things or reconcile, so that is something which you can. Or maybe you want to come to terms, okay, I want to do this, if maybe they accept your ideas, all that can happen. Also children might be just going overseas. There is a good scope of getting success in your endeavors and your competition. So it's a good transit for you. Okay, so you should actually do the ritual, rituals like, donating something in breads or keeping rice under your bed, near your bedside on the new moons and the full moons, and donate it in the morning. That is something that you should be doing on the Pratipada Tithi. You can just donate it. That is something that every Cancerian natives should do, definitely, and Leo natives should do as well. All right, coming to the next one, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. Fourth house only for the first half of the second, and then moves into your fifth house and stays there till the fourth. So first half would be a slow start, you're just, lazing around at home and you're not feeling like going for work, but then you get a call and you have to go. So that kind of a day. So it might just be that you have to do certain things at home. Maybe you're just, working from home, or you have to plug in those leakages, or you have to get the house painted and all that. So you're just at home on the second till the afternoon. And then you have to, then you start in getting into that rhythm. Now you have to work, you have to go out, you have to do things and plan everything well. Connecting with your children, child like you, ideas, all that is going to really, trigger now on the second afternoon till the fourth. Now you're working towards growth. You're thinking out of the box, how you can, modify your thought process towards better, speculative income, how you can make money out of money. All those ideas are just, kicking into your head. And Ketu is already there in the 10th house from the 5th. So this is giving a lot of workload to your children also. You're going to be, changing the streams now from whatever education stream you are in. So you're going to be changing if you are a student yourself, or if your children, you're talking about, so they will be switching. And moon in the 5th house will make you connect with your ex-partner, or maybe you're going to be very romantic, you're going to be very speculative, you're going to be very creative, you're going to be into the hobby pursuing. You have not played squash from a long time and you just start playing squash, that kind of a thing. Then moon moves into your 6th house on the 5th and the 6th. It stays there on the 5th and the 6th, and Venus is already waiting for this moon. So it is a good time period to be more productive. You're going to be really working very hard on these 2 dates and planning something big, and you're going to be, working out. You want to just look after your health. Female counterparts will be definitely of some assistance, and, they will help you finish off your tasks. So that kind of a situation can happen. Be practical. Do not just go in for investments blindly. Take the help of the experts, because Ketu is also looking here. Ketu is looking, Jupiter is looking. So, there is a lot of energy on the Capricorn sign also. Thankfully, Jupiter's aspect from the 10th is very positive for this Venus to do things. Maybe you're into communication job, journalism, marketing, all that, it's going to give you good results. And there is a verbal exchange also, which is going to be taking place with the workplace, people, organization that you're connected with. So this is a good time period. And 7th, 8th, moon is going to be in your 7th house. Saturn is already there. There's a Sasya Yoga forming in the Kendra. Jupiter is in the Kendra. So again, it is a very positive time period. Babies born during this time will be going through the Sadhisati peak, but still, the ones who experience Sadhisati-like results, it's because when moon touches upon Saturn, a house before and a house after also. So this is the time when, you feel, you start reviewing your past, you start thinking of doing things in a very different manner. You start thinking differently. Also travels, starting new business ventures, maybe meeting those kinds of people who are at authority, government. So all that can trigger as well. But slowing down also is quite evident with moon and Saturn combination in the 7th house. Maybe you will be, your partner is pretty much detached and very emotional at the same time with moon and Saturn combination. So you have to draw a line, you have to balance things out. Equilibrium needs to be maintained when moon and Saturn are together in the Aquarius sign. It is a good time period to acquire knowledge. Actually, you will be now thinking, things in a very different manner. So this is a good time period for starting a new business for that reason. Anything new would be, in your mind, and you will definitely take it up. Travels to the overseas places. Your partner is traveling overseas. Connection with the overseas clients. Making money from the overseas people is also quite evident. With Mars also turning retrograde, this is a good time period. It is a Yogakara Graha which is turning retrograde. So definitely very, very positive for you guys, because, you will be now making money out of money. Mars is going to be looking at your 2nd house from the 11th. So 11th and 2nd are forming a connection. So at least your expenditure part is going to curtail. In case somebody is in the hospital, so that person, will get relief. You might just be going to meet someone in the hospital during this week also. And Overall, the picture looks clean and good, with the sun also, slowly and gradually gaining strength and moving, inching towards your fifth house. And Jupiter is looking at Mercury. Mercury is combust. Your Dhanabhava ruler is going to get combust. It is already retrograde and it's getting combust. So it's not a bad position for this Mercury. So some past investments will pay off. They'll pay you good amount of money. Also, with your older siblings, maybe you will connect and you will discuss something new, something out of the box. So acquire more knowledge about that, rather than, being too naive and too raw on that. So it's better that you utilize these positions and these transits well. And it's a good time period for travels, good time period to connect with your seniors as well as your co-workers. Okay. So the best remedy for Leo is to do the Surya Argya in the morning. If at all you feel that you lack confidence, you lack the self-esteem, etc., as it is, and you're not getting along well with the authorities, always getting stuck in the government-related paperwork, etc. So you must do the Surya Argya, and do Surya Namaskar, that is Surya sun salutations, that asanas that we do. Even moon salutations one can do. But surely sun salutation is going to help you. And Surya Argya, you can just Google and search on the YouTube. You will find what is Argya really well. So if you can do it, all the more better in the morning when you get up. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your third, fourth, fifth, and sixth houses. Third house only till the second afternoon, and then moves into the Sagittarius and your fourth house on the second afternoon till the fourth. So to start with, you will be more, maybe you're traveling, you're connecting with your siblings, you're discussing your, projects, some presentation, etc. in the morning. Maybe you're at work and you're thinking about all of that. So but yes, in the latter half, you will be more into reviewing your past, whatever you did. Okay, I was supposed to do this presentation in the other way. It's good for education. It's good for starting a new project. Maybe, you're working from home now. You just worked in the morning. Now you want to just take a leave and go. So 3 o'clock India time onwards, you are home. So maybe, there is some necessity and requirement that you have to go back home. So second afternoon till the fourth, moon is going to be in your fourth house. Connect with your children, connect with your mother. Maybe your mother's health requires attention. Also, Ketu is in the Lagna. You have to be any which way is taking good care of yourself, about your family members also. And moon in the fourth house will maybe, you will be buying some property. You have to sign some papers. That is why you left early, or maybe you're buying some vehicle. So all that can also trigger. And this is a good time period, I would say, because moon has no planet in trine or no planet aspecting also in the sign ruled by Jupiter, though Jupiter is retrograde. But it's in the ninth house, so it's good if you acquire knowledge. Moon is going to be in your fifth house, and that's happening on the 5th and the 6th, and that's the Capricorn sign where Venus is waiting for this moon. So it is good for relationship, good for reconciliation in the relationship, also from the ex partner. Also, it's a good time period for thinking and reviewing your investments, travels, children, progeny, maybe childbirth, you're conceiving. So all these things are going to trigger during this week. Very, very, very conducive phase. Also, Venus in the 5th house and moon also joining in can bring about some major transition in your way of looking at things now. Maybe you will now start reviewing your past, and you will start thinking about your investments in a very different eye. Maybe you will take the help of some female counterparts to help you out with wherever you are stuck. So this is what Venus can give, and moon also conjoining. Venus and moon is a curd milk combination, so yogurt and milk. So it can bring in some health issues to your partner. Also in relationship, there can be some kind of tug of war that you go through. So this is something you have to be cautious about. And then moon moves into your, that's from the moon in the Capricorn sign, 5th and the 6th. Then 7th and the 8th, moon is going to be in your 6th house. Saturn is already there. So this is a very strong yoga which is forming now with the 11th lord and the 6th lord forming a connection. So good for your health, good for your diet, good for your fitness, good for routine, anything to do with your work and life balance, that is also going to take place now. Now you're going to slow down a bit. You're thinking too much about growth, you're thinking too fast. Now you're going to take things very slowly, step by step, and that's something which is going to give you some good results also overall. So reconcile with your with your authorities or with your seniors at work or with your team members. You have to just reconcile or work with the team rather than working in isolation. So Saturn makes you very isolated in the 6th house, isolated or slowdom, in your relationship, in your, there's always a tug of war, how you can just balance things out at the workplace. So Saturn also makes you go a little slow in your competition. You're not competitive. Also in your litigation, loans. So Saturn gives you a long-term illness also here in the 6th house. And in case this relationship issue that you're experiencing, that aloofness that you're experiencing, that is going to come to an end from the 2nd onwards, because Venus is going to be in your 5th house. So there is a balancing factor which is going to be happening. Also, Rahu is there in the 7th house. The partner is very indifferent. The partner is expecting a lot from you. Ketu is in the Lagna. Already the aloofness is there. Saturn is in the 6th house, which is second from the 5th. So all those, are making you go a little cold in relationship also. So with this Venus transiting through the 5th house will balance a lot many things related to your relationship as well as your finances. And if you have to make any travel plans, you can start from the 2nd onwards. So this particular week is definitely very positive and balancing. Mars is also going to be turning retrograde, and being the ruler of your 8th house turning retrograde is definitely very positive for you. In case you have been experiencing some highs and lows in relationship, in investments, with your siblings, with your bosses, etc., so that is also going to get better. Okay, with your male partner also, if you have been having some issues, now things are going to be better. And at the workplace, you're going to be more communicative, more aggressive, and more on the working side rather than, just falling in that isolation. So you will be working with your team. So that is the key also. Okay. Overall, it's a good week. Saturn is going to be looking at Sun also. So any kind of authority, anything to do with foreign travels or anything to do with your government-related job, etc., all that is going to click. Okay, whenever Saturn and Sun are forming a connection. So they're forming a connection exact degrees on the 4th of December also. Okay, so it's a very positive time period for that. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses. 2nd house, it is going to be there only till the first half and then moves in forward. 2nd afternoon till the 4th, it's going to be in your 3rd. So to start with, the day starts with thinking about your family, about your food, about your finances, about your investments. You're just discussing all of that in the morning. And then, you maybe take the help of the experts. So you're on the call from the morning. Maybe you're discussing things or you're thinking deeply, okay, I should do this. I should take this path. I should do that. All those things about your work. Maybe you're thinking about changing. Maybe you're connecting with your family members and taking their help and advice, how to go about it. If you want to go for a change. So should I go for this change or not? But you're very much focused about your work and your job and your, growth. So you know what to do basically, but yeah, you might just need somebody's help. So take your father's help, take your mother's help. They'll guide you through. Then afternoon onwards, on the 2nd, moon moves into your 3rd house. So this is a good time period to travel, short journeys. Maybe there is a presentation or there's a display that you have to mention, in front of your professors, or your maybe there is a meeting which is lined up, so you are very busy, preparing for that presentation. You're going to be more conversant about your growth, about your ideas now. And short journeys, of course, definitely are good and productive for you, and you'll be exploring the hidden realm, the hidden potential in you also. So that's something which is positive. Also, there can be that you are going to be changing, shifting your perspective towards your profile, your job. You're going to be enhancing yourself. And in case you have been experiencing some highs and lows in your relationship, now is the time that you will be on the reconciliation side. So second onwards, you're going to be feeling a little better, and you'll be gearing up also all through this week. It's a good week for relationships. And moon will be joining Venus in the Kendra as it is. So Venus and moon are Digbali here. So it's very positive time from 5th and the 6th. Definitely very positive. Because whenever the planets are Digbali, or the directional strength when they get. So it's better that, you make the best use of the task that you are assigned right now. So if you just take things, prioritize things, that is something which this will help you. In case you have to travel south, suppose, Capricorn is a south direction. So you have to travel east, but travel south first and then, travel east. Or north, you have to travel south and then travel north. That is a remedy in a flow I just gave. That's a Vastu remedy. But yes, with Moon and Venus getting Digbala, this is a very positive time period to start a new venture and investments. If you want to change your job, you want to change your profile, very positive time period. Venus in the Kendra definitely will give you all of that, with Mars also right opposite. So there are certain changes which are coming in, and you're going to be studying more, you're going to be educating yourself, you're going to be taking a break also in between, which is very much essential. Moon will be transiting through the 5th house, that is Saturn and Moon conjunction on the 7th and the 8th. So this is something where, your partner will become very serious, or you're going to be very serious in your relationship. Somebody coming in from the past might just reappear, and, your ex-partner or your ex-friend, that might just reappear. So now you're going to be thinking very seriously about that relationship. You're not just thinking superficially. You're going to be very self-contained also. No, I don't really want this relationship, that kind of a thing. You're very creative. You might just think out of the box, and with your, maybe with your seniors and bosses, you come up with some idea, and they really, it clicks, and they really like, and that's appealing to them. So that kind of a possibility is also coming up. You're going to be very creative, thinking out of the box. That's something which you should be also doing. And any kind of change that you were expecting might just come up now, with Mars also turning retrograde and is looking at your 5th house. So this is the time when you should make very serious decisions as regards to your personality, about your changes, within, how you can be, how you can modify towards better. So all that thought process you have to follow. You have to follow the gut rather than just following what the others are saying. Don't go by the hearsay or by what others are attaining right now. That's not going to help you. Don't be too much in the comparison zone. Do your thing and you will definitely be successful. Might find a partner also during this week. If you're dating someone, you will just propose to that person. Then we have Saturn looking at Sun also at the exact degrees, maybe with your professors, with your guide, with your mentors, if you're pursuing PhD. So all that is definitely going to be very favorable for you with this Saturn looking at the Sun at the same degrees, at the 18 degrees. So this is a very, I would say, very serious time period, if you're thinking about growth. So you have to think out of the box. You have to think very differently now about your investments, also about your relationship, also about your compatibility question with your seniors and bosses and your co-workers also. Okay, follow that those hobbies that you have left from a long time. So be in that fitness regime, just go back to that. It is going to help you. And of course, Mars is turning retrograde, being the 7th law turning retrograde, means there will be some connectivity with the past acquaintances. They will come back to you. Okay. So that's what. See, your Venus is in, your Lagnesh is in dignity. So that is something which we have to see. And it is going to be very strong during this time period from 2nd to 28th. So make the best use of this. Venus is in ingress. And if you want to purchase property, vehicle, or sign any documents, etc., want to connect with your mom, meet your mom, all that is quite likely. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your first, second, third, and fourth houses. First house, of course, only for a few hours. So afternoon onwards, Moon moves into your second house. But Moon stays in a particular zone for 54 hours. So how can we just rule out that? So when Moon is over your first house on the first half, so this is the time when you can have some mood swings. You're not feeling up to doing things. You're just taking it easy. It's in the debilitation sign also. And Mercury is also there. Sun is also there, right opposite Jupiter. So it is good for maybe, pick up that book and read it. That's something which you can do. Or maybe you're thinking about investments, growth, as it is, your um, second and the 11th lords are right opposite each other, with the 9th house, the Bhagya Lord, also joining in. So this is a very beautiful yoga which is forming in the Kendra in the first house. So you might just change your perspective now. Suddenly you want to just grow, you want to do things out of the box, you want to explore the hidden realms, something very different. So Mercury, being the ruler of your 8th house, is going to be turning retrograde Combust also for 13 days. So from the 4th December onwards. So in case you have anything to do with investment, starting a new business, etc., I think you should just do the spade work. You should do the basic requirements. You should just work on that rather than just jumping into it straight away. So take it easy. Do not just get carried away, and do not make any major decisions right now, I would say, with Mercury turning retrograde and Combust, and anything to do with authority, authorities, government, PR, visa, etc. So that is also going to be materializing this week. In case you have any paperwork which is lying pending, now you'll be able to do it, with Venus also from the second onwards turning into your third house. Good for selling your property. Moon will be in your second house, second onwards, second afternoon onwards till the fourth. Now here Moon, when is transiting, it is the time when you will be making some important decisions regards to your finances, family. Somebody is unwell, you have to look after that person. And maybe you are going to be learning more about your subject, getting exploring the hidden realms, as I said, hidden potential also of yours, because Moon is the ruler of your 9th house after all. So Bhagya Lord, wherever it is transiting, is a very important transit. So when Moon transits through your second house, second house, it is good for finances. Third house, it is good for communication and travels. Fourth house, it is going to be giving you connection with your family members, but you're going to be very emotional. There can be some highs and lows in moods. Your mood swings happen a lot. So this week you are going to be taking good care of all of these areas. In case you have to sign any important documents related to your purchase of property, selling of property, maybe you're going to be also thinking of a change in your job. So that profiling, maybe you're going to be making some changes in your profile. So all that is going to trigger. And also we have a Mars turning retrograde. So this is something which you have to be a little cautious, because your Lagnesh is turning retrograde. Though it is in debility, in retrogression, it is considered to be a good minus minus plus kind of an arrangement, but it is moving towards your 8th house. So you need to take care of your health, take care of the blood related issues, eat right, sleep on time, because all these things can happen, because Mars is your 6th lord also. So take care of your relationship with your partner, relationship with your siblings. So you have to handle them with care. Okay. Overall, it is a good week for signing any new, maybe, you're just making some presentation. If you're a teacher, professor, someone, so it's a good week for you. But for the ones who are into marketing, who are into starting any businesses, or they are into startups, etc., or they're into any advisory job, so this can be a little bit here and there, a miss. So you need to lie low rather than jumping into it impulsively. So do the spade work, as I say, and also worship Lord Hanuman. Donate something in red lentils, red grams to the needy. Okay, in the shelter homes, you can just go and donate. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd houses. And 12th house, it's going to be only till the first half. So maybe you're going to be visiting someone in the hospital. You're going to be thinking about or exploring some foreign lands. You're just looking at the bookings. You're just thinking of, making some decisions, investors or somebody from the overseas. The first half is going to be more important as regards to your work, or maybe travels, or maybe exploring the hidden potential of yours. So you're going to be thinking about growth and some projects in hand, how you handle all this, and also investments, shares, crypto, etc. So you're just working on that. Then on the second afternoon till the fourth, moon is going to be over your first house, and it's going to be in the Sagittarius sign. So when moon is in Sagittarius, it is like, the energy where you need to acquire more knowledge. You need to know about your hidden potential. So you might just be meeting those kinds of people. You're exploring things, your hidden potential. You're thinking about growth. Your perspective is changing. There are highs and lows in moods. Mood swings happen. Eighth lord is, after all, in the first house, so you have to take care of your health any which ways on these 2 dates. Do not just get carried away in what others are saying. You can get carried away in your relationship. Somebody said something and you just agreed upon that and you did it. You took an impulsive call. So that is something which you have to avoid. Then moon moves into your second house. Venus is waiting here. And this happens on the 5th and the 6th. Second house is definitely going to be giving you some growth. Your perspective about your income is going to change. You're thinking out of the box, how you can make money out of money. You're being very practical because it's a practical sign of Saturn. And Venus is also there. In relationship, now you want to take a call, whether you want to be in this relationship or you want to quit the relationship. So that kind of a thing is also going to trigger. And also maybe a new relationship starts. You're going to be proposing that person, or you're going to be taking up any kind of project which is overseas. So travels are on cards. So this is definitely a very positive time. On the 5th and the 6th, if you want to plan your journeys, you can do that as well. And also meeting your guru, mentor, maybe you're going to be taking your family out for dinner. Digestive troubles can happen, so eat really very little if you can, and eat to the point. 7th, 8th, moon is going to be in your 3rd house and Saturn is waiting there. And moon, whenever is in the 3rd house, it's a good position. So in case you have to make any important decisions, you can make during this time period. Travels, starting a new project, starting a new business, starting a new relationship, as a matter of fact, reconciling with your neighbors, siblings, your friends, your peers. You can do that as well. But this is a very serious kind of a topic, which is going to erupt on this day. Maybe you're discussing things and it takes another turn. So you have to be cautious about your communication with your siblings. Maybe, you touch upon something very, very sensitive. So that's something you have to be cautious about when you're discussing things. Also, maybe, some new projects come up. So you're very busy. You have to suddenly travel. Overseas journeys or anything to do with your education plan, or maybe you just have to go for a competitive examination. So all those you have to be cautious about. But yes, as far as your health is concerned, you have to be a little cautious about your health during the 7th and the 8th. Overall, whenever Rahu Ketu are in the Kendra, there are certain changes that you go through, upheavals you go through. Overall, Sagittarius sign is not aspected by anything, but the Kendras are under affliction in a way, because Ketu's there, Rahu's there. So, you have to be a little careful about your health, about your relationships overall. But yeah, explore. This is the time to go in for, some new arrangements. There can be that Rahu brings in some illusion, delusion, confusion in the foreign lands. Or maybe you're going to be traveling overseas because Rahu has been here. You're traveling often, or maybe, you're shifting out from your country. So that displacement happens whenever in the Kendras we have malefic grahas transiting. So you need to balance things out with Jupiter's energy, Venus's energy. So Venus is giving you that success and growth, from 2nd to 28th. Make the best use of this transit if you want to go in for any kind of, exploration on the investment part, whether you should take it up or not. Take the help of the experts. Take the help of the female counterparts. They'll help you out. Okay. You're not feeling up to going to the workplace, or maybe you are not happy at the workplace. So this might just bring in some changes with Venus in the trine to your Ketu. Okay. So this is what is going to be happening. Mercury is getting combust, so you have to be cautious about your decision making at the workplace. Also, do not get carried away in whatever you are doing at the workplace. It might be taken otherwise. So you need to be thinking out of the box, think something very unconventional. Only then you will get the success. Okay. Now read between lines. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, 11th, 12th, first and second houses. 11th house only in the first half of the second, and then moves into your 12th. So when moon is in the first half of your 11th house, so this is a good transit for you to, maybe you will get some good amount of money, you will make some profits. So you're very elated. You might just get in touch with an old friend of yours. Mercury is retrograde any which way. So you might just get good news from your friend or from some acquaintance. Maybe you will be connecting with your seniors and bosses. Suddenly you gain, they give you some good news. Then, or maybe there is a project which is coming up. There is a lot on your plate. So you need to work latter half of the second till the fourth. You are in isolation. You're just thinking about that project. You're doing too much of work. When you're preparing for a presentation, you're working in isolation. You're not spending time with your family, so you are in that isolation zone. Aloofness is there, and also aloofness from your family, from your friends, from your partner in relationship. You feel little uneasy also. Maybe you are visiting someone in the hospital, somebody's there, so you're visiting them, or you're going to be having some mood swings when moon is in the 12th house, or you're just learning about your own talents. You want to explore, and you just learn and you just grow. So that kind of an energy is also going to play out. So use this time period when you are working in isolation to grow, because then the new cycle starts. Venus is also going to be the Yogkara Graha in the first house. So this is a very beautiful time period. Make the best use of, in relationship also, at work also, and financially also. Maybe your children, are going to be going overseas. You're going to be working overtime to pay or fund them. So Venus in the first house will give you maybe a cosmetic surgery, a transplant, or something where you want to upgrade your looks or enhance your looks. Venus in the first house does that. Also, Venus gives you some anger issues also, with Mars also there in the 7th house. So you have to be very careful about your temperament. Don't lose your temperament on the 5th and the 6th especially. And then moon moves into your 2nd house, and Saturn being the ruler of your 2nd house is a good transit for you. You will be having some major changes in your family, home environment. You'll be connecting with the experts to make major decisions as regards to your finances. Maybe you're going to be talking about savings, how you can upgrade your savings. A little bit of insecurity it does give, because Saturn gives expenditures also in the 2nd house. It depletes your savings basically. So with moon transiting there, you will be reviewing your finances well. Also, Mars is looking here. So you will definitely be spending on purchasing of property, land, or vehicles. That is also quite possible. Also with the moon in the transiting the 8 places away from itself is not that great for your health. You have to take good care of your health. You have to channelize the energies properly well, and your finances also well, because it can give you otherwise some stress related issues. Overall, it's I would say a very mixed bag, because we have Venus and Mars in the Kendra, and we have a trinal retrograde Jupiter also. So this is the time to review your projects that are in hand, and to see how you can change the perspective towards your relationships, how you can trigger the new relationship. Also, physical relationships are also going to trigger this week with Mars and Venus right opposite each other. Mars is turning retrograde. I'll be making a separate video on this topic. Dr. Pai's channel has invited me, so I'll be doing this video. And of course, but with Mars being the ruler of your 4th house, is going to be giving you very good results, because Mars exalts here in the Capricorn sign. So this is a good time period to connect with your uncles and aunts and take their help, and just get the things sorted in regards to your property matters also. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this week moon is going to be in your Kendras. That is to start with in the 4th, in your 10th, and then 11th, 12th, and 1st. So the first half, of course, it's going to be in your 10th house. So you're thinking about your growth, about your, at the workplace, you might be just having too many things to do. You have to handle a lot. So you're just a little uneasy to start with in the first half. And then, you get support from your co-workers and you feel a little better. But of course, you're thinking too much on this day, too many emotions are there. You have to be careful, you have to strike a balance. Maybe, you have to go rush home. Some friends are coming in, or somebody's unwell, so you have to visit. So all that can happen. But yes, it's a good time period if you want to really, do things your way. And in case you want to reconcile with someone also, at the workplace. So there's a lot of energy, on this day, to start with. So at the workplace, especially, because it's your karma, you might just quit your karma with the person you meet. Sometimes, we meet with an accident on the road, and then, that's also quitting a karma. So maybe, there's a scratch on your car and you're just too disturbed because of that. So that kind of a situation can happen. Then moon moves into your, on the second letter half till the 4th, it's going to be in your 11th house. And 11th house is the house of friends, siblings, or maybe, you're going to be thinking about calling your friends home. And also this is the time when you will be thinking about your own self, your growth, how you can grow, how you can diversify. And also in finances, you're thinking too much about your parked income, how you can make money out of money, because Jupiter is retrograde. Your dhanabhava ruler, your 11th and the second house ruler is retrograde. So what is happening, you're not able to make money out of money right now. You have invested, so you're thinking and reviewing a lot how you can, pull out those investments, how you can park the funds in a proper way, and the liquid cash or whatever, you want. So with moon in there, your friends might just come to your rescue. They might just help you. They might just educate you. You should do this, you should do that. And you're just thinking about growth now. You're thinking about expansion. You're thinking about how you can diversify, how you can pursue your past education, and you want to just move further on. So all that is going to happen when moon is in your 11th house on the till the 4th. Then moon is going to be joining Venus, your yoga karagraha, in the 12th house. 5th and the 6th moon is going to be in your 12th house. Now this is a good time period for travels. Overseas journeys might just trigger. Also there can be that you're going to be leaving your country and shifting out permanently to the overseas places, or you get little benefit out of the overseas lands. Maybe you're already there, so some benefits you get. Maybe your bosses and seniors appreciate you, give you some promotion and some perks. So this is going to trigger all of that. But yes, you have to take care of your relationship with your partner. It can trigger some isolation, or there can be some rift or maybe argument which can come up also. So be careful on the 5th and the 6th. Don't get trapped and do not fall prey to your emotions, to your mood swings. It can give you mood swings also. You can be a little depressive. So don't overspend on just to pacify yourself, because sometimes what happens, we go on a shopping spree to balance things out. When we shop, our depression just vanishes on the temporary basis. But yes, you have to be careful about your mental setup on these 2 dates. 7th and the 8th, again, things, the circle starts again. Moon is in the 1st house. Now this is the time when you will be making very important decisions, because Saturn slows you down. Now you want to just take a break. You want to consider the situation, in a very different manner now. You're thinking, your perspective is changing now. With Saturn also getting direct, now things are getting better for you. Why? Because it is going to be giving you another perspective towards life. You're going to be changing in your relationship also. You're looking at it at a very different, with a very different eye. Maybe it will trigger a new relationship, overseas connections. Or maybe you're dating someone, you propose that person. But mood swings definitely are too much when moon is over your first house. This also gives you think about, oh, others are not doing for me, I'm doing for them. That kind of a thought process also triggers. So mood swings happen and you become very emotional also at the same time. But it is good if you understand the situation in a very serious and a very deep manner, rather than just thinking about things very superficially. Also, anything to do with government related jobs, this is going to trigger. Saturn is looking at Sun at the same degrees on the 6th of December, and Mercury is also going to be getting combust. So from the 4th of December till the say for next 13 days, Mercury is going to get combust. So this is the time when you have to be careful about your about your relationship, about your children, about your investments. You have to be cautious about purchasing and selling of property also. Anything to do with your teaching abilities, if you want to join a job, all that is good. But at the same time, you will not be getting that kind of salary or the pay package that you were expecting. Okay, so just relax, I would say, and things are going to fall in place. Do not get carried away and take a shorter route, because Rahu is in the second house to make money. So don't do that. And when you're talking, talk straight. Don't just beat around the bush. Straight away say what you want to convey it. Okay. Mars is turning retrograde. I'll be making a separate video on the same elaborate one. But yes, vaguely, I can say that this is going to be a little better transit for you as regards to your communication, your children, anything to do with the success of your in your endeavors, you will get it. Okay. Coming to the last one, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. 9th house is going to be only there till the afternoon of the 2nd and then moves further on to the 10th. So this is the visible half where moon is going to be transiting. That is why, it loses the potency to give the results. You feel a little uneasy, when moon is towards this side. Moon is happier on the invisible side. Invisible side is from the 1st to the 7th house. Now here it is inching towards, that is why in the 8th house it debilitates. So when moon is in the 9th house, to start with, it gives you issues with your mentors, gurus, teachers, father's health suffers, or maybe, you're not able to make right kind of decisions. But yes, travels might be a little cumbersome also. You might just take a journey. You have been traveling. So now is the time when you will be at, after the afternoon of the 2nd, you reach home, you want to relax and all that, but you have to work also. So it's kind of a mixed bag. So moon debilitates here. So a lot of mood swings also. And with the Amawasya moon with sun and moon here. So this is going to be giving you some upheavals also mentally. But you will be learning more. You'll be visiting when you are not feeling when you feel a little uneasy. What happens, when you're not feeling good, what happens? You want to visit a religious place, you want to visit a shrine, you want to visit a place where you find peace. So that spiritually, you want to get spiritually inclined during this time period. So this is going to be giving you that kind of a mood where you are going to be more inclined to acquire the I would say, not acquire, but you connect with the divine. So that divine intervention happens and you come out of the issues that you are facing. With moon transiting your 10th house, now this is going to be giving you that hidden potential coming out. Now you know how to handle things, the situation better. So this is the time when you will be experiencing some connection with your co-workers, with your bosses, seniors, and the work that you are doing. So now it's like goal orientation, kind of that focus that you are waiting for. On the 5th and on the 2nd afternoon, the 4th, it's going to be the time when you will be really enjoying the perks at the workplace, and you will be understanding your hidden potential also, and you'll be really thinking out of the box, how you can grow, how you can modify, how you can change your profile. You're upgrading yourself. So that kind of a situation can also happen. You'll be in that kind of a mood. And take good care of your relationship and bonding with your bosses and seniors and co-workers also. And then moon moves into your 11th house. Venus is already there, and that's happening on the 5th and the 6th. So this is a good time period to connect with your friends. Maybe you are going to be throwing a party, you're connecting with your old friends, you trigger a new relationship, bonding with you meet someone at the party and you just click, you gel well. So you may propose that person also, suddenly, or out of the box, okay, let me just be in this relationship for a while. So that kind of a temporary relationship can also trigger. And Mars is also there. Mars is going to turn retrograde also. I'll be coming to that in a bit. So moon will be in your 12th house, and that's happening on the 7th to the 8th, and it's going to be conjunct Saturn. Now, this is the time when you will be, exploring exploring something very different, basically, something which you have never tried. You're in that isolation zone. Maybe you're in that project, or you're in that innovation. Sometimes what happens, we are very innovative and we come up with that research oriented mindset. So that kind of an isolation, which is very productive, with Saturn and moon also there. Your mind and your thoughts are slowing down and matching up with and they're aligning with the kind of ideas that you're getting. So that kind of an energy is also going to play out. Maybe there's a complication in the overseas land if you are there, so you can be in that mood swings. But still, this is the time when you will be actually exploring the realms that you've not, the untapped realms. And this is the end of the cycle when moon is there. So you're contemplating how you can just reverse the situations, how you can undo the situation, how you can make changes and modify things towards better. So all that is also going on in your head. But at the same time, you are going to be reconciling with your own self. Okay, I can do this, I can do that. If you have been trying and trying and trying and not getting that success, now you're going to be getting that kind of success also. So very positive. In case you have been experiencing some issues with your children, now you're going to be reconciling with them also. Children are going to be going overseas, maybe, you're sending them off. And surely with Venus in your 11th house, this is a good transit for you. Any which ways, till the 28th of December, make the best use of. Mercury, being the ruler of your 4th and the 7th, is turning combust. In retrogression, it's turning combust now. Now, this is the time period when especially on the 6th of December, when Mercury and Sun are at the exact degrees. Now you have to take care of your health. You have to take care of your travels. You have to take care of your decision-making on the PR, visa, signing of documents, purchasing of property. Maybe with the partner, you have complications. You start another relationship, can happen. Mercury is getting combust, no? So, but otherwise, if you are having any struggles till now, you will be able to cope up with them because Sun is gaining strength here. All right. And Mars is turning retrograde. As you all know, Mars, when turns retrograde, it is going to be giving the result of your previous sign also. So it's going backwards towards Gemini. So good for purchasing of property, signing of documents, purchasing of vehicles, connecting with your partner, connecting with your siblings also. So this is going to be a very communicative kind of a transit, minus, plus, because it's in debility and it's in retrogression. So it is definitely good for your children. If they have been having some issues in the health, they will be able to get better. You must donate something in yellow, or yellow lentils, yellow grams, yellow gram flour. You can just donate rather than consuming it, donate it. All right. So this is what is the week looking like. And we are heading to another 2 weeks to go, 3 weeks to go, and then we are done with this year. So I'll be doing the videos back to back now on Venus transit, Mars transit in retrogression. So stay tuned and have a great and a blessed week, 49th week of the year 2024. Thank you so much for watching and being here. Om Tat Sat.